I'm Thomas Atkinson, I'm 39 years old. I'm in charge of all international development for Hoffmann Green Cement technology. So it goes from finding the correct partners to potentially build up production units of Hoffmann cements abroad. It also goes through distribution partners, just to sell bags of cement, basically closest market, European markets. It also goes through the supply chain as well to find the different core products that we buy and source from various countries around the world. We have requests from America, we have requests from China, from Singapore, from Saudi Arabia, the Gulf countries of all kinds, United Kingdom, the Nordics. It comes from everywhere really. It's not only having the money to buy a Hoffmann business unit, production unit, but also having the manpower, the market knowledge, the certification knowledge, which is a key element. As long as we're not talking to traditional cement manufacturers, everybody welcomes the technologies very well. They all want to know exactly how it works, and obviously we cannot say everything because we're under patents and we cannot just provide the formulations such as. But everybody is actually happy to see anyway new ways of building. That has always been the case, but also finding a solution that can reduce the carbon footprint of every construction without changing the way we actually use the concrete. Basically, within 3 years, the goal is to actually have 4 different production units abroad, whether it's Hoffmann towers such as the one we see in H2 or a different system, but the idea is to have 4 to 5 partners abroad to actually produce Hoffmann cements in these countries. Production units abroad should be Switzerland, Belgium, potentially Spain, other countries in the line to work on, but these 3 would most probably be the first ones. Within 10 years, the goal is that these 3-4 first partnerships will actually create a flow of more incoming requests in order for us to actually develop and reach around 10 units within 10 years. So in France, obviously, we have this RE 2020 regulation that pushes to reach these carbon market targets, and in that case, our cement is a full option. On other countries, we need to struggle a bit more because there is not that carbon footprint issue. But some countries are more advanced than others. Switzerland having more and more law enforcement to reduce carbon footprint of the construction industry. The UK market also is going down that road, so it's coming more and more important before everybody sees it's actually compulsory. We'll talk about decarbonated cement for Hoffmann, and I can assure you that we are the only one actually creating real decarbonated cements, because today the only other decarbonated cements that are made, which are clinker-free, cannot reach the performances of a traditional cement of Hoffmann's cements. So we're the only one who can actually reach technical performances of a traditional cement using clinker-free cement. Carbon transition catalyst for me is the ability to think outside the box, and that's what Hoffmann did. They actually created a cement, changing fundamentally its formula, so we're actually into a real innovation process, and that allows us to think outside the box and outside the traditional construction boundaries. So that's why it's a catalyst of the carbon transition, because we're creating new products, opening new opportunities, but also answering the current opportunities and the current needs that there is. So we can actually act quickly on the carbon footprint emission of the construction industry. The future of construction relies a bit like the future of the energy consumption as well. It's not that everything is going to be built with Hoffmann cement. It's not that everything is going to be built with wood or clay or whatsoever. The same way, it's not everything is going to be, energy is going to be produced by nuclear reaction or windmills or whatever other possibilities there are. It's a mix of different technologies, a mix of different processes that will allow the whole carbon footprint to be reduced in the construction industry. If I had to describe Hoffman Green in 2 words, it would be a game changer, because it's actually going to change all the rules of the construction market, being able to provide a real solution for decarbonate the construction industry using the same habits and the same way they usually construct in them.